welcome to the Star Medicine Report for June 30th, 2015. So I thought that this report would be a very in-depth exploration of one particular aspect that's going to be influencing a lot of us for a very long time to come. So Venus is conjunct Jupiter in Leo today, and we've been feeling the effects of this for quite a long time. Leo is about celebration and procreation. I went over a lot of that in the last report. And I think the biggest decision, at least in the US, that exemplifies this Venus conjunct Jupiter energy is the recent Supreme Court decision to legalize gay marriage. Woohoo! Love reigns supreme. So that's kind of the whole energy, is that it's really about love winning out in the end, allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable, and making those decisions that are going to lead to more acceptance, more abundance, more flow of all the good things in life coming your way. So with Venus and Jupiter playing together nicely, we all have that sort of that chemical high, that oxytocin rush. And so we got to take advantage of that and use it to create more love, more acceptance, more justice. Venus, the other side of Venus that no one really talks about is Eris, the planet of discord, but combined they actually create justice, love, and chaos. Balancing each other leads to a more holistic picture of existence. You know, you can't really have order without discord, and coming together they create reality. So it's up to us to really create the reality that we can enjoy right now, and especially with the full moon that's coming up. As of this report, it's tomorrow, Wednesday, July 1st, so that's the moon in Capricorn. So this one is actually conjunct Pluto, which is a pretty intense aspect. Pluto is the planet of transformation. I like to think of it as like earthquake energy. It's the stuff that shakes loose all the foundations so that you can rebuild. But at the same time, when those earthquakes are happening, it could feel like a tragedy. It could feel like your very sense of self is being shaken loose. But we have to be able to see that as a good thing, as a way to create from the ground up a new paradigm. So especially with the Venus in Leo and Jupiter conjunction, that's the energy that we can bring in, and in fact they kind of feed into each other. So a phenomenon that often happens is one release leading to the other. So Venus and Jupiter in Leo is a very orgasmic energy, and so having the release of those good feelings can also bring up times when we were hurt before, sort of, you know, working through those traumas. So that's going to be a lot in play with the full moon in Capricorn. And so the best way to deal with this is just kind of ride the waves. We have the sun opposite the moon, which is what happens on a full moon. It's the full illumination. So sun is in Cancer right now, and that's the place of deep feelings. It's the mother connection. It's the place where we create soul. So in order to really harness this, we have to allow for that sort of downswing. One thing that can happen a lot of times if you've had trauma, especially sexual abuse or something like that, is after having the huge release of orgasm, you need to cry. You need to be able to get out your emotions in a different way so that the release can continue. Even though you may not feel good in the moment of that release, it's still bringing about a very refreshing new start. After you've had your good cry and you feel like crap and you have snot running down your face and you're a mess, then you can take a deep breath and walk forward. So this is really what's going to be influencing us this next week, is we're going to be hit really hard with all these emotions, all of these things that maybe we have been suppressing in our sort of goal-oriented fight for justice and equality. So I feel like, especially with the gay marriage decision, we're going to have a lot of people who are opening up emotionally to the hurt and trauma that they've experienced while they were sacrificing in order to make this decision happen, in order to make their voices heard. So don't be surprised if you get these really intense highs and lows over the next week. That's totally normal. Just allow yourself that space, and especially allow other people that space too. So I wanted to keep it real short and sweet this week because that's really the big picture of what we're looking at. And I hope everyone has an amazing full moon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, Involium Media. And if you would like any personal consultations on your star chart or any questions about this week's report, you can email me at emeraldflamehealing@gmail.com. Thank you so much. It's going to be a great week, everybody.